Hello everyone, Ryan here with Product Impressions. A while back I took a look at a wireless HDMI system from J5, and I was just given the opportunity to try out a new product that they have from J5. This is ScreenCast 4K, and it's supposed to work essentially like a Chromecast, except with pretty much any device. So I'm curious to see how this works. I was reasonably satisfied with their previous, wireless display HDMI transmitter that I tested out. So, curious to give this a shot. We'll pop it open, see what you get, see how it works. All right, so here we have the ScreenCast 4K wireless display adapter. Supposed to work with any HDMI, stream in 4K, iOS compatible. I don't really have an iOS device to test that with, but good to know. Laptop, tablet, smartphone. Should basically just be the HDMI to plug in, USB plug for power, and a little antenna to connect to it. So, yeah, I'm curious to see how well this works. Their previous wireless HDMI connection seemed okay. I did cut the tape on here just to make this part a little bit quicker and easier. So inside, usual paperwork and instructions. I'll go through that and just get things set up, and the device itself. So there is the wireless transmitter, micro USB to actually connect into the device itself. Yep, there's a plug for the power on that, and to power the entire thing. And it's nice they gave you a little HDMI dongle just in case it doesn't fit behind your TV or whatever the case may be, if you need to get a little extra reach on there. So let's go ahead and get this set up. All right, I figured the first thing that I would try with this is actually connecting it to a PC. So here you can see how it shows up. I'm going to step out of the way just so that it doesn't wash everything out. You can see currently it is selected as monitor number 2 on my setup. One thing, I've never set up a wireless display before, but so all you have to do is click on connect to a wireless display, and it brings up a list of possible options. Since I'm already connected to one, clicking on it apparently does nothing. But, so you can see it is on number 2, and you have all of the normal settings that you can adjust. So the one thing that is a little bit disappointing is 1920 by 1080 is regular HD, not 4K, and that is the highest option on here. So while it is saying that it is 4K, you are not actually getting 4K resolution from a PC unless there is something that I am missing. But in any case, so there is that. And I just figured I would show a little bit of a video here. You can see that this is definitely not HD. Let me go ahead and mute this. There we go. You can see that this is well, I don't know if it's actually going to come through because it's hard to show a screen on a camera, but it does not look like HD quality to me. This looks at standard definition at best. Oh, maybe I just need to adjust this. All right, apparently that was just a setting that I needed to change. So there we go. HD quality. And another thing that I wanted to show is as I scroll up and down, there is, well, here, let me bring the mouse so that you can see it. Scroll down, up, down, up. There is a split-second delay between what you do on the mouse to what actually shows up on the screen. So you can kind of expect that there's going to be a little bit of a delay. The audio and the picture do seem to be synced up, but as far as actually controlling it, there does seem to be a bit of a delay. Let's go ahead and try this with a different device. Here you can see the screen and the instructions for how to connect anything. This automatically comes up if you don't have anything connected to it. So you can see that you can scan the QR code in order to transmit, or what I'm going to do here is the Android option. Drag down the quick settings menu, select the screen mirror cast function, and then cast the name. So here is another Android device. In the quick settings menu, I have a smart view, the icon of which matches the one in the center here. So if I touch that, I'm going to get a list of all of the possible options. Turns out there are a few things around here. The one that I want is ScreenCast. So there we go. Start now. And there we go. Now we are seeing what is on my phone on the TV, and it automatically adjusts based on how I turn it. So there we go. There's a few Smart View tips. You can pause, resume, darken the phone, and you can see here it's coming through, not quite in full screen, and seems to be hanging up a little bit. There are also the options right up here for how you might want to pause it or darken the screen. But you can see, even though it's not really filling the full TV screen, but that is actually reasonable quality. I set it up to stream at 1080p. It looks that way on the phone, and it looks like it's almost that quality on the TV. So through the wireless signal, you are getting a little bit of degradation, but it seems to be pretty nice that you can actually connect just about anything up to it. I can go ahead, pause that. Go ahead and close out of things. Yeah, there we go. All right, so when this goes on sale, it is expected to retail for about $80, $79.99. Is it actually worth that? I don't know, probably not. But it is nice to know that if I want to stream something to my TV, I can do that. It's particularly nice because my TV is mounted on a wall. I've only got so many connections that I can run through there. And right now, there's no DVD player, Blu-ray player, or anything like that hooked up to it. So if I were needing to stream something, I also have a Fire Stick back there. That probably is going to amount for all the same stuff. But as far as entertainment-wise, a Fire Stick or something like that's probably better. One other use for this that I actually really like, and I think might end up being used more, is clearly I like to have screens. This is my normal personal setup. I do my work here as well. I'm limited by the number of outputs that are on the docking station that I have here. So I connect to my computer here and it powers up all of the monitors, all of my accessories, things like that. But the docking station can only handle 2 monitor outputs. Where this can come in handy is you can actually set up an additional monitor output, and possibly even more than one. I don't own more than one of these, so I can't really test that, but if you want to connect more screens, by and large, this is normally fine for me, but every once in a while, it could be nice to have another screen. And this way, I can just connect it to this, and I don't have to worry about the limitations of my docking station back here. So when I bought this docking station, it was like $80, I think. And to get one that has 3 monitor outs, even now, assuming that the computer can power it and all of that, it would still end up costing, I think the cheapest ones that I was seeing were around $200. So definitely saving money just going with something like this. The image isn't perfect, but it works. So depending on your usage, that may be something else that you can do. Hopefully this has been of some help to you. Like, share, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer what I can, but I'll see you next time.